right, if you heard that, welcome to Nerdius Maximus. Now, I'm trying to find a regimen here to start recording my podcast, and I'm failing, sort of. But anyways, so dig on this. I have a bunch of gaming news right now. All right, first things first, the Destiny 2. We've been waiting for news on Destiny 2, and we've gotten none. But thank you to a little mess up of someone who works with Mega Bloks, they leaked some info, kind of, sort of. Let's call it kind of, sort of, because we don't really technically know if it's legit or not. But usually most Destiny Build-A-Blocks Mega Bloks building sets are based off of what's happening in the game currently. So they leaked a set that had Lego Shaxx, as in the Crucible Vanguard. They had him fighting a Cabal in the Tower Hangar. Now, we all know that there's never been a battle in the Tower Hangar, let alone with Shaxx. And it said that Shaxx is wielding like a arc caster. Now, I could never see that like actually happening. I mean, unless it's actually happening in a later on time within the game. Now, Destiny 2 was said to be released sometime this year of 2016, but in September, which, if you remember, is when the very first Destiny came out, and it's also most times, not all times, but most times, the date that they put out one of their DLCs. So I'm excited at that they're doing that. And then I also had a thing where I kept complaining on the Bungie forums that there's been at least a bunch of DLCs having to do with the Fallen and a bunch to do with the Hive. Now, what about the Cabal? And I'm starting to think that maybe the Mega Bloks leak is real because, one, everyone's been waiting for something to happen with the Cabal. The Cabal have just been those like random assholes in the back of the crowd that keep talking that no one's paying attention to. But yet the Hive and the Fallen are like, me next. So I feel what happened is that Bungie is like, we're going to blow this way out of the water and actually use the Cabal, but in a main large scale DLC. And I feel that. And I hope that that's what's happening. If not, then I am going to be one shitty customer because the Cabal are just wasting away in the game. You've used at least two of these groups 2 times. Now, I don't know. Like, I'm hoping that's what it is. But there was rumors that they were going to make us redo our subclass. But thank God, a couple of months ago, they said that we're going to be able to keep our same stuff that we strived and worked for, which makes me happy. Also, another thing is that, sorry, I'm trying not to burp right now. Sorry, I work at Penn Station. I got Penn Station. Chicken cordon bleu, my favorite. Sorry, I had to randomly throw that out there. But anyways, so with that said, I'm excited for what's going to happen with Destiny 2, and I'm praying to the Traveler that the Cabal situation happens. Now, on to other news. Xbox Scorpio. What is going on with that, man? Like, usually, I was one of those kids that I would literally estimate when new consoles are coming out. And back when the first Xbox released, and then soon after the 360, I noticed that there was an 8-year time period. And I noticed the same thing with PlayStation. And as the competition between the two got more fierce and intense, I noticed they started moving up their schedules. Like, for instance, the Xbox One released, like, what, I want to say 3 years ago? well, now 4. But that's just me. So why would they cut the 5-year plan off of the 8 and just release it now? I think they're releasing the Scorpio quicker because they want to rake in more money. Because if I'm not gonna lie to you, I love Xbox. I started out with PlayStation, and by no means am I a fanboy of Xbox. It just feels more right to me. That's why I play it more. And it's the only console I own. But at this current state, PlayStation is whooping the ass of Xbox. Like they have like a pledge paddle, and Xbox is bent over the couch, and they're just handing out licks. Like it's upsetting. And the fact is, my friend Daniel Walker, shout out, he said that the console will always be more superior because computers, the laptops, the PC will actually be more ahead of anything any of the consoles put out because the PC will always be 10 paces ahead of consoles, and consoles will always be crawling and eating the breadcrumbs of PC. Like, for instance, Scorpio's like, oh, we're going to put 6 teraflops in the Scorpio. And I'm like, okay, you're going to put 6 teraflops, but then again, PC is already ahead of you by 10 to 20 teraflops. So what is the point of that? Now, granted, I love Xbox for the fact is they're trying. They're trying to cross-platform. They technically have cross-platform with PC. They want to do it with PlayStation, but PlayStation's like, nah, bruh. Nah, you can't get in on this. You can't get in on the ground floor of PlayStation. Fuck you, guy. So that's what's going on with that. And that's kind of that situation there. And then the topic that I've been trying to get to for a while now. This topic is heart-wrenching. It's ticked off a bunch of people in the Xbox community. This situation is Scalebound. Now, I've been following about Scalebound for a long ass time since I first heard about it. And I, as an Xbox fan, I'm really shitty. Like not like just like normal shitty. I mean like baby's been left in the corner for 3 weeks without a diaper change shitty. Like, from my standpoint, I look at it this way. What Xbox doesn't understand is Scalebound. Granted, some people are like, oh, it's just Devil May Cry with dragons. You know, it's like Devil May Cry meets, Skyrim. And I'm like, you know what? Shut your damn dirty whore fuck of a mouth. Like, seriously. The thing is Scalebound would have been, to me, its own thing. I mean, here you have a teenager wielding a sword with dragon claws, right? And he has like his own headset. He can control his own dragon, and the dragon, of course, is an NPC, but you can tell it whatever the fuck to do, which is awesome. The funny thing is I try to prohibit myself on profanity, but I'm just kind of, this is getting me so enthused. But the game would have been its own thing. It would have been a new exclusive to Xbox. It most likely, because a lot of people, I kid you not, were looking forward to this game. This game would have brought at least a decent a decent chunk of sales to Xbox. And for them, like, the project was close to being released. It was supposed to be released this year. I believe it was either February or March. But yeah, they just scrapped the program, and there was no reason or rhyme to why they did this. They just scrapped it. And every time anyone would ask the guy who was behind the project, he just kind of like, yeah, it just happened, whatever. And then apparently I found out that one of the guys on the project walked. I mean, if it was almost to being done and he walked, it's like, bro, you can easily come in, find someone to fill in those shoes. Because if the project was practically done, then why would you scrap it so soon to the release date? That's kind of stupid. And I'm just kind of heartbroken over that. But yet, I mean, Microsoft was also in the company's corner, and here's the thing about that too. Microsoft can't keep backing the same horse. You can't beat the same two dead horses and tell them to run. Like, there's no way. You know what they do to horses like that? They shoot them. They put them down. Sorry if PETA's going to be on my ass. Sorry if I have friends that are lovely, like they love animals. Like, I love animals too, but that has nothing to do with this. This is about what Xbox is doing. Now, Halo, not everyone, but most people on Xbox love Halo. Halo 1 was fantastic. Halo 2 was awesome. Halo 3 kind of made me grit my teeth. Halo 4 kind of made me want to put my head through a wall, but I stuck with it because it was interesting. The story was quite interesting. And then 4 was kind of weird. And then you get to 5, and now, don't get me wrong, multiplayer on 5 is amazing. But you get to the story, like for me, like I said with my Resident Evil review, it's the reverse of that with Halo. The story was nope, same thing. Story was shit, but the multiplayer is amazing. And I mean, I don't really know how to feel about that, you know? Like, and then Gears of War. I mean, I heard 4 was amazing. Granted, Gears was supposed to die with 3. But they brought it back, the Coalition to get, the project started again. Honestly, probably to get more money. Who knows? But the thing is Xbox has had Gears and Halo in their pocket since the beginning. And it's like, but Xbox, you're going to need some new material sooner or later. You can't keep backing that same horse. Same thing with Dead Rising. You can't keep like Dead Rising, Halo, Gears, now Tomb Raider somehow, which was originally, I don't really know. I think that was originally with PlayStation. And then, I guess ReCore would be added to that too. These games are all Xbox exclusives. But the thing is you're gonna need more exclusives than that to beat PlayStation. PlayStation has more exclusives out the ass compared to Xbox. And I sincerely fear that Xbox won't come up with new materials. I mean new materials. Sorry, I have a speech impediment, so I'm going to start saying words weird, especially when I'm talking really fast. But anyways, the thing is, you're going to need new materials. So, I mean, why won't they just bring in new people, new writers, new creators to do this? Granted, Microsoft is now stamping their name on games, but yet they can't come out with new material. It's like, come on. Like, seriously, you can't keep backing these same 5 horses. Like, you need new stuff. Scalebound would have been in its own ballpark if you would have added that to that. Then we would have had 6 exclusives compared to PlayStation's, 20 different exclusives. I mean, they need new writers. They need new games. They need to get out there. I mean, Scorpio, yeah, big whoop. But the thing is one, there are multiple things that could go wrong with Scorpio. One, you're putting it out there, and granted, it's new. You're still going to need bugs to work out. 2, the creator, the Microsoft guy is like, Microsoft, blah. Xbox, Phil, he's like, oh, well, don't buy Scorpio yet. You're going to need to pre-order games first. And that kind of sounds weird to me. So, fuck what that guy said. Sorry, I love Microsoft, but that's kind of weird, Phil. Gonna be out there with that. I feel, like I said, there needs to be more exclusives. I mean, they could have saved Scalebound for the Scorpio. That would have been nice. But also, here's this. You only bumped up Scorpio. Like, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to people who are fans of Xbox. You only bumped up the schedule for the Scorpio because you want more money. You want to try to beat out PlayStation. That's what you're doing. Like, literally, when you let the Xbox One S out of the bag, they were like, oh, really, bro? Let's go. And then they made PlayStation 4 Pro, which honestly just looks like a half-sized, literally a half-sized version of the PlayStation 4, but in, Blu-ray form, because it looks like a goddamn Blu-ray player. Now, also, I would like to discuss this with if I could talk to them, I would discuss this with them as well. They need to have new designs, like the I'm trying to think. The concept art for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were amazing. But yet, when they both came out, we both ended up getting Xbox One that looks like a VCR, and we have the PlayStation 4 that looks like a goddamn Blu-ray player. And it's like, where are your designs, man? Like, come on, who's in your design department? Why do we have systems that look like this? I mean, do something new. Do something futuristic. Something that we see in like an anime. I don't know. Or something like that. Like, stop with these simple ass designs. Make it worth our while. Make it worth our money. You know? Like, so basically I just paid like what? About $500 for a VCR? A VCR looking console? Like, dude, if I wanted that, I could have taken this mug apart and just like take this apart, take a VCR apart, and just put parts together. That's practically what you did. I mean, literally, there wouldn't be any difference besides the slot hole. That's it, and maybe less buttons on the front. But the thing is you guys need to go about that a different way. If you guys are, that's cool. You guys are competing with each other. But here's the thing: why don't you compete in who has the best concept art for their systems to be made off of, instead of these dirty models that you just wanted to put out, these bulky models that you wanted to put out just to get more money. And then let's go to let me go back to the Pro and the S1. So the S1 looks cool, I admit, and it's tinier. Awesome. Has a new power system. Awesome. It has 4K gaming. Awesome. But once again, it doesn't even look like a VCR like the original model. It just looks like a Blu-ray player. Another Blu-ray player, just like the Pro. They just look like two different company Blu-ray players. Like, seriously. I mean, come on, guys. You get it together. I get it. You're at this console war. What, you got fanboys on one side, fanboys on the other. But the thing is, by the end of the day, you're just trying to get money. But the thing is if you want people's money, make it worth their while. Don't cancel games as soon as they're about to launch. Don't give us really shitty console designs. Like, really dig deep. Get in there. There's talent. There's people with talent all over the world. I got a friend named Jordan Patrick. The dude, or is it Patrick Jordan? Let's say Jordan Patrick. Anyways, he is really good at concept art. He's good at design. It's amazing what this guy can do. And I have friends that can do, I got a friend named Josh that does a really good Joker voice. And not just any Joker, it's like Mark Hamill's actual Joker. Like, you close your eyes, you wouldn't even know the difference. And then there's me, of course. I could do a bunch of different voices myself, which I'm probably going to do my next podcast on my own voices. I'll probably call it A Man with 1,000 Voices. Who knows? But anyways, like me, I can do voices. I can act. I write songs. I can play guitar, whatever. But the point of being is you have people out there that can help you do different designs for games and consoles and stuff. But the only problem is nowadays, oh wow, sorry, British accent came out of nowhere. Nowadays, everyone is so obsessed with money that they skip over people that could actually do something. That, hell, not even people that have talent. There are people that could change the world for the better. They have designs for I don't know, cars that can be fueled by corn oil or something. I don't know. But the point of being is that we have people in this world that can do stuff, but yet we're always overlooked. We're full of talent, but yet you keep these people on who keep giving you these concept designs of things that we've seen in the past. But the thing is we're humans, okay? We make science fiction about the future and how we do things and how things should look in the future. And then you come to you come back to present, and we basically have the same designs, the same things that we've had for a couple of decades now. And it's like, we need something new. We need fresh minds on things, fresh minds in new companies, things like that. Sorry, I just went into a complete tangent of what I was talking about. I was talking about console designs, and I ended up going into what's wrong with the world. But anyways, the point of being is that we need something new. That's all. Just something new. Oh, man. Blah. Tangent. Blah, blah, blah. All over the place. Anyways. Back to console stuff. There was the Ruby game that just came out. I have a bunch of friends playing it. It looks awesome, but it looks like your stereotypical beat 'em up. Like, it's just like Ninja Turtles, but reskinned with Ruby characters. But I mean, just first person view, I guess. I don't know. It looks kind of cool, but at the same time, I feel kind of weird about it. Oh man. I keep forgetting that this is my podcast and I can say whatever the hell I want. So there's that. So come at me, Ruby fans. I am also a Ruby fan. Let's go. I cosplay Flint Cole, motherfuckers. But yeah, man, the gaming industry is just getting insane. Like, literally, to me, it's no different from what's happening with politics right now. Like, all it is, either way, literally, you could put two babies. Like, let's say there's two babies. There's one that's named Hillary. There's one Trump. They're on one pin. And then the pin beside them is Microsoft and PlayStation. And all they're doing is throwing rattles, beating up each other for their pacifiers, punching each other, making each other cry, pinching each other, whatever, for whatever the other one has. And it's kind of upsetting. It's like, why do we have to be at that point? Like, the whole thing, like, I'm also going to jump into politics real quick, which actually wasn't supposed to be a part of my video game podcast, but, like, I'm going to be real with you for, like, a few minutes real quick, but Trump being in office is the most ridiculous thing I've seen, and I've only been alive for 26 years. It's ridiculous. I'm a history buff, and I've looked through history, and Trump is as ridiculous as Nixon, and that scares me. Like, he closed off our borders to immigrants that could be in trouble and in need, and other countries are like, what are you doing? Even the countries that he put on the ban list that don't have terrorists, and they're upset, so they're closing their borders. And what Trump doesn't seem to realize is he's closing us off to the world, man. We're like, our allies are pissed. Like, we're basically on our own at this point. And that's upsetting. And you just literally, you're trying to stop terrorists, but at the same time, you're giving them the fire they need to wipe us the fuck out. Like, oh, let's ban this country and this country and this country. They might have not had terrorists then, but they're going to now, because all the people you're turning away, where are they going? They're crying and going into the arms of ISIS. And what is that going to do? That's going to make them turn against us. Therefore, giving the terrorists a bigger army than what they need. And you're making it bad, dude. Like, let's say this figuratively, that happens, right? We ask other countries to back us. They're going to say no, because we turned our border, like our back, like we turn off like our borders on them. Like, we close our borders to them. So they're going to say fuck no. And then we're just going to be all on our own. Like, that's stupid. And Trump, as a concerned American citizen, I'm going to throw this out there too. Like I said, I'm a history buff. For you to cancel the Trans-Pacific trade, which has been in play for decades, you are one dumb, like, I don't care if you send Secret Service after me or whatever the fuck. You're one stupid son of a bitch. All right? You're stupid. All you want is money. You're in the White House for money and fame. That's all you're in there for. Okay? Like, dude, even the CIA is laughing at you. For real, bro. They're laughing at you. They think you're a joke. And guess what? We're all seeing that you're a joke. Like, granted, half of us saw that you were a joke before you stepped in the White House. But now the people that voted for you are also slowly starting to see you as a joke. That right there, man. Like, the fact that you don't see that hurt, like, you're just like, whatever. No. Like, dude, that's messed up. Even Congress sees that you're a joke. Bruh, Congress. Say that with me now. Congress sees you as a joke. Like, literally, they put a lawsuit against you, bro. If they wanted to impeach your ass, they'll do it. It's already a petition going around, which I signed myself, to impeach you, bro. Like, you're a joke. You have no political background. Business background, maybe. Yeah, business is not... You can't run a country like it's a business. That doesn't work that way. And then when you feel like it, you think that you can bankrupt us like you did a few of your companies. That's not how that works. And then you upheld Obamacare only because it had his name on it to put in place something that has your name on it. That's childish. Now, let me go back to the fact is, that's you, Trump, being a baby throwing a fucking rattle. That is all that... I am so sorry that I'm cussing so much if anyone's listening. I'm just so enamored and so frustrated and so enthused about this. This is... Like, that just upsets me so much, man. Like, why did they even vote him in? We were better off with Bernie, damn it. Johnson even. I mean, Hillary, I'm still going to say this. I don't care who climbs down my throat about it. She was still the lesser of the evil we have now. At least she had a political background compared to Trump. Okay? And you could say she stole, she killed, blah, 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 blah. But where is your evidence? Right? Where's your evidence? There is tons of evidence that Trump is a bigot. He's an asshole at heart and has been. And yet you people, oh, well, Hillary did this. She's a thief. The emails. Yeah, well, the emails were nothing. Like, literally, practically nothing. Like, they only brought that up to make her lose the race. Because the thing is, what you guys don't understand is, it's not about the emails. It's not. What it's about is because she is a woman that's running for president. They're not going to allow a woman to be president. They barely allowed Obama to be president, and he was only half black. I figured they only let him in because of the white side, and I'm not being racist. Like, that's all. Seriously, dude. Like, let's be honest with that. Like, that situation there is just... Oh, God. Politics is bad. It's bad business. I would just like if we could just govern ourselves, to be honest. Like, it's just... Oh, God. All right. Anyways, back on topic. Sorry, the rant. As my grandmother would say, the Holy Ghost swept through me. The rant ghost swept through me. All right. Anyways, now let's talk about another game. Let's see. Titanfall 2 it's actually pretty good, but at the same time, when I'm not in my mech, I feel like I'm playing Call of Duty, especially Call of Duty Black Ops, because you're just like jetting up walls and everything. I mean, it seems kind of like the same game, but then when you climb in that mech, it alone is its own game. So I feel like without the mechs, you're just playing Call of Duty. Like pilot versus pilot in Titanfall 2, all it is just, it's Black Ops. That's all it is. But, oh God, so much conversation in my brain. We'll talk about something else nerdy. I mean, but my brain is kind of like, yelling from the inside about politics. All right. I would also like to talk about Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh my God, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So the game apparently is supposed to take place 400. I mean, I'm not correct on this. I mean, I've looked up some of the information, but this is my brain trying to recall the information. 460 years after the situation that happened with Commander Shepard. And it takes place in the Andromeda Galaxy. And it's about the Ryder family. And them, they're going on this Star Trek type voyage to explore the final frontier. And it goes bad. They find a new enemy that's worse. That's like there are Reapers and the Collectors combined, and it just looks like it's going to be an awesome time. You get a new ship, you get a new version of the Mako. Like, dude. And the person that built the Normandy looked like they built this ship. And I am excited. The only problem is I don't have the money. Because, bills. Adulting sucks ass. I only game when I can. But anyways, I'm still excited about it. The only problem is I really hope they don't start asking questions about 3 or 2. Because 1, I was at the tail end of 2 before my roommate moved out because I was playing it on his PlayStation. And 3, I never made it to play 3. So, don't hate me. But I'm still excited. And then, and other news. Bungie, they just announced that they have now signed some weird documents. And guess what, guys? Destiny Con is now a thing. Granted, there's already one that some fans made called Guardian Con, but dude, Destiny Con. Dude, do you know the voice actors in Destiny? You got Morgan from The Walking Dead as the voice of Lord Shaxx. You got freaking Maggie from The Walking Dead as the Stranger. Like, dude, come on. You got Harry. I'm totally just naming the characters that they play because I don't actually know the actors' names at this point because my brain's kind of blah. But anyways, Harry from Dexter is the voice of the Vanguard. And, God, I can't even think of the other voices, but they're, of course, Nathan Fillion and his co-host from Firefly as Ikora and Cade. And then you got the dude who was the director from Fringe and also the one dude, the black terrifying dude from Quantum Break as the voice of the Vanguard. And and then the guy who runs the Dead Orbit group is actually the voice of the guy who's the therapist from what is that game? Until Dawn. So as you can see, there's literally like a cast of different people. Oh, and then of course you have that chick who is in Bedazzled, which is like if you're a 90s kid, but if you're not, then just shut up. Bedazzled was a movie about this woman who was actually a physical manifestation of the devil trying to lure this guy into selling his soul. And she gave him a bunch of wishes, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, that chick is actually the voice for, it's on the tip of my tongue. She is the chick you get your transactions from. I can't remember her name right now, and I'm actually looking at my Destiny screen. The fuck. But yeah, dude. I figure if they do Destiny Con, you have to have these people guest star. Like, I would love to shake the hand of Nathan Fillion. He was the voice of Green Arrow. Not Green Arrow. Let me rephrase that. I am sorry. My brain is gearing 1,000 miles a minute. Anyways, he was the voice of Green Lantern in the Justice League TV show. So it would be nice to shake his hand and be like, dude, Serenity, Green Lantern, Cade, bruh, you're my favorite. Like, man, that would just be hardcore exciting. Man. But anyways, I am seriously trying to remember anything else I have said that I would talk about. And my brain is sadly drawing a blank. This is so upset. Oh, let's keep talking. Halo 6 don't have a release date, but if it does come out, they better answer some unresolved questions about Halo 5, because that story was kind of thrown together. Like, literally, it's like they broke a plate and tried to glue it together and somehow came up with a bowl. And it's still kind of jaggedy. And it's like you put it to your lips, it's just cutting up everything. That's kind of how that felt. But anyways, I honestly, that's pretty much all I have to talk about. But if you guys actually own an Xbox, I am an Xbox player, of course. And my gamer tag is Arsenic9. ARSENIC number 9. And if you want to add me, you want a game, we can do that. Also, I have a cosplay page called Arsenic9 Cosplay and Gaming. Add me on there, and check out the stuff that I've built. I built a full-on Titan armor Right now, I'm trying to finish my Titan helmet. It's been a couple of years in the making, to be honest. And I'm trying to get a few other cosplayers together with me to do that. So that's going to be awesome. And I'm also trying to write music and stuff, but, coming up with an artist name on your own is kind of hard. I don't know. I honestly just want to be like an acoustic artist. My name would be like Willow the Tree, or a tree named Willow, or a man named Willow. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But you guys should check that out. And eventually I'm going to play you guys some music and stuff on one of my podcasts. And then eventually I'll start adding on more co-hosts and music and DJing music and stuff like that. And, stick around. It's going to be great. Granted, I probably won't be going as many tangents as I've gone through in this podcast. And, of course, with my past podcasters, because I had a podcast with some old mates, and we just kind of tangent all the time. But no longer. So, that's all I've got to say for today. And thank you guys for being around. Yeah, give it up. Thank you guys for listening to my podcast. I'm Nerdiest Maximus, and I'll catch you around.